All right, you guys, it is 6:03. We're gonna start. I want to welcome you all to our new coach webinar. Super excited to have you all. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amalia.
All right, guys.
Oops.
It's 6:03. We're gonna start. I want to welcome you all to our.
What was that? Hang on just a second. Okay. Awesome. Okay, fix that. So anyway, I want to welcome you guys to our new coach webinar. Super excited to have you all on the call. It's going to be really packed with information, and I want to make sure that you do know, just because we're going to cover all these things, it's not going to be like a do or die kind of thing. I just want to make sure that this call is going to be a go-to should you have any questions or need a little refresher or whatever it may be. And in case you don't know me, my name is Amalia Mikolyans. I'm the co-founder of Team Extreme Elite. And I'm super excited to have you all again on the call, and I can't wait to share all the info. So I think I made the call a little bit longer than the usual 30 minutes, but that's okay, because it's going to be a really good tool for you and your future teams. So once again, welcome all the new coaches to Team Extreme Elite, or whatever team you are on our team. And I want to thank you guys for putting your trust and faith and allowing us to help you build this incredible business and give you this gift of our community and friendship. And I can't wait to see what's going to be happening in the next 30 days, 60 days, and for years to come for you in your life. So what I'm going to do right now is actually turn myself off, and I will start sharing the slides. And if somebody wouldn't mind actually getting the maybe an okay or something to let me know that you guys can see the slides, that'll be awesome. Oh yeah, and the audio has an echo effect. Is it pretty bad, or? Let's see. If it keeps happening, you guys, just let me know if it's like too bad or something. Hang on just a second. If it's too bad, just type in the chat and let me know. We'll go from there. Anyway, I'm going to turn myself off. I just want to make sure that I show my face and meet everybody. And let's get to the meat of the call. Hang on just a sec. Okay, so I'm going to share right now. If you guys can see it, please give me a thumbs up or something. That'll be awesome. Gonna make it bigger so you guys can see. Can everybody see the slides? Can you see my chat? Okay, it shows that it's showing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that we begin so we don't take up much more time of your day. So welcome again. This is a little cute sign that I made for all of you guys. Super excited to have you. And let's see here. There we go. First slide. So this is kind of super exciting, not just because you started something awesome. Oh, audio continues to have an echo effect. Let's see. Oof. What I'm going to do, actually turn the chat off just to make sure. So if you guys need to get a hold of me, just message me on Facebook, okay? I'll have my phone right in front of me, and I will turn off my chat box right this second. There we go. Just shoot me a message on Facebook if it continues to echo, and we'll see how we can fix that. Not sure what's going on. Anyway, so before we begin, I want to make sure that you guys have a little go-to information to where when somebody asks you a question, or you're not sure what's going on or where to go, or, you know, just kind of, oh my gosh, I'm brand new, I have no idea. these are the slides, the next 2 or 3, I believe, they're going to be helping you actually not only use them, who to call, who to ask, kind of a guide, but also maybe even write down on a sticky note or even print the slides out or whatever works best for you. But these are the important events that this team has, and Beachbody in general, that will help you not only learn and become better, but also create a stable, solid foundation for your business. So the first event that we run weekly is the event that's called National Wake Up Call. This is actually run by the corporate, by the company itself, Beachbody. This is the call that happens every single Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and 11 Eastern. So now next is our Extreme Elite Team Call every single Monday as well. So it's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you guys are not on if you're not my personal sponsor coach, then you probably have your own team calls or getting ready to have team calls. So this is just general Extreme Elite team call. I'm sure that your coach will either be running one or already has one set up for you. So you might want to join both if you choose to. Now, these right here are take a note little section. And for a new coach, I believe it is really important to make sure that not only that you are aware of what's going on out there, but how you can actually get rewarded for what you do and how you help people. So there is such a thing, it's called Success Starter 2016 program, or I just said little 2016. So what that is for a new coach who just joined the company, who just joined our team, in the first 3 months, if you reach Success Club, which I will go a little bit more into it in the call itself, when you reach Success Club for 3 months in a row, you actually qualify for a free 2017 Summit ticket, which is super awesome. I can't tell you guys how amazing Summit is, and a few of us go in this year and we're going to have fun, learn. Summit is something that happens every year for an entire community of Beachbody. I believe last year we had about 30,000 people, and 25 to 30, and I think we're going to get the same amount of people again. So we're going to national, and Summit is something that you probably don't ever want to miss. And the reason I say that is because Summit is something that not only gives you a second wave in your business, but also skyrockets your business. It's this huge momentum that you build after you come back or during even the Summit that you do with your business. So if you are a brand new coach, be sure to look into the Success Starter program, because it's definitely well worth it. So next one is Fast Start Bonus. This is actually for anybody, but I wanted to bring that to everyone's attention just because the Fast Start Bonus is an awesome, awesome program that the Beachbody had created for anybody who is really, you know, striving to be a better coach and achieve bigger goals overall. So what does the Fast Start Bonus entail? So the coach or a coach who enrolls 5 new personally sponsored coaches within the 5-week period with a challenge pack will receive just a thank you from the company itself, $100 addition to their paycheck. This is just something to reward coaches for working hard and helping people not only start their business or start their new life, but also actually start their health and fitness journey. Next one, contact information. A lot of the times I know that it is really kind of confusing who to call, what to ask, and what to do next. And this contact information is for a corporate office. So if you have customers, you guys, that are coming on board with you, these 3 things you can share with them so that they can either straighten their order out, or they need help with something, if they want to customize their Shakeology, whatever it may be. So customer support phone number, customer support email, and of course there's also a customer support live chat. If they log into their account, they can click on live chat within their account that they created when they purchase something, and they can actually straighten it out right there sitting in front of their computer. Now for coaches, it's pretty much the same approach. You guys have a lot of different resources that you can use for your benefit. And the first one is the coach support phone number. Of course, I use it a lot for any which way question that I may have. Maybe there's a clarification that I need to get. So I am on the phone with these guys quite a bit. And the next one is coach support email. You can actually email them the question, or maybe you need a resolution of some kind. They actually take about 2 to 3 business days to respond. So if you need an immediate answer, I probably wouldn't recommend that, just so you know. But if you're just looking for general information, way to ask a question, have it in writing, and go on. Now, coach support live chat is awesome. I love it personally because I really don't have to take the time out of my day and actually sit on hold and, you know, dial a number and yada yada yada. So what I do basically is I just go down at the very bottom of the coach page, coach online office page, and I look for an FAQ sign. So once I click on the FAQ, you can just go to the live chat right there. It'll ask you a couple of questions, what your coach ID, what your email address, your name, and so on and so forth. And then somebody will be right there online with you, and then they email you a transcript later. These are the resources that are helping you and your customers to stay not only connected to you, but also to the company. So if you guys need to print that out, you're welcome to do so. All right. So exciting that you actually get to learn and apply and do all kinds of stuff with your new journey. But a lot of the times that can be overwhelming. But before we even jump into the slides, I want to make sure that you guys do know that if there's anything that you maybe didn't understand completely, or maybe you missed, or maybe something didn't make sense, and you wanted a little kind of overview of what we talked about tonight, please reach out to your coach. If I'm your coach too, reach out to me. If we have a coach in our team who you are signed up with, reach out to them and they will go over everything with you. And like I said, don't worry about not grasping all the information all at once. This is just the key points that you can go back to many times. I sometimes myself go back to the New Coach webinar and go, oh, okay, this is how I should approach this or that situation. So this is basically your little manual on YouTube so that you know where to find the answers to your questions. So the first question or the first step that we really need to take as a new coach is the very basic. And I like to keep things a little bit more simple than a lot of the times, because it's easy to get done, right? If it's overcomplicated, we tend to procrastinate and put it for tomorrow, for day after tomorrow, and all that. So let's look at the cornerstones of what needs to be accomplished as your basic step, very first step in the coaching business. So let's see here. The 4 vital behaviors. If you guys are not familiar with the 4 vital behaviors, you will pretty soon, because we talk about it on the team a lot. 4 vital behaviors are the cornerstones of this business. Without them, this business is basically non-existent. So what are these things? Well, number one, of course, we invite people. And we invite. We invite people to jump on the journey with us and see where this whole thing gonna take us, right? So we always constantly talk to people and invite them to join, whether it's maybe a coaching opportunity or a challenge group. Maybe they have some goal that they would like to reach. Number 2 is be the product of the product, or be the proof that the product works. This is really super important. There are so many things out there in this world that people can pay attention to or try or use. There's never a lack of the product. But why this particular product is something that you absolutely love and you chose to use. This is super important, because when you're talking to people, if you don't have that conviction that this is like the best, the most amazing thing that you've ever tried because it works, and you do have the proof, whether it's your own journey or whether you just completely changing your life, when there's proof, people love that. People know that you're not just saying things, you know, you really truly believe and use this stuff. So number 3 is personal development. This is a big one, because a lot of the times what happens is not only new coaches, but coaches in business in general, life gets busy and we forget, we don't have time, we're really maybe don't even believe in it at first. But personal development is something that's either going to make or break your business. period. When we don't grow as individuals, our business doesn't grow. This is so just important. I can't stress enough. If you guys are in the New Coach Academy as a new coach, we're going to be talking a lot about personal development, and there's a reason for it. I believe in it wholeheartedly because it's changed my life completely. Without it, I would still be stuck, unhappy, and really miserable in my own life. So if you're really looking at this business from a serious business owner standpoint, I highly recommend that these 4 value behaviors are going to become your cornerstones. Number 4 is recognition. As a brand new coach, there's really not much to start with to recognize, but what recognition truly is actually thanking people who you work with. Actually, yeah, you have somebody to thank. Maybe somebody just joined your challenge group, or they're inquiring about becoming a coach as well. So the recognition, the fact that somebody actually had lost a couple of pounds, somebody actually had earned $50 that month, or somebody is changing their life, these little things are giving people a chance to know that they're not alone in this world, to know that somebody actually cares enough to take the time out of their day to let them know that they're doing an amazing job. So these are the 4 value behaviors. Like I said, they're the very basics of everything. It's not complicated. It's basically something that we are already doing, right? Inviting and working out and working ourselves and thanking others and giving them the attention that they deserve for the work that they have done. So next is, I was letting you guys know in the first couple of slides that there are plenty of resources, right? You can have resources from the corporate for customers, coaches, and so on and so forth. So when you are sitting here and you need an answer right off the bat, what are the steps that you will need to take as a brand new coach or a coach in general? These are the steps that you will teach your team as well. And so we will duplicate the process as we go further into this year. So where do you find the information? Coach Online Office frequently asked questions, like we've mentioned already before. When you have a question, I highly encourage you guys to go into your Coach Online Office, go to your FAQ and type in the question and do the research. This is probably the best way to find an answer. Next one, if you don't see an answer, call Coach Relations. And of course, you have the numbers right there on the slide that we showed earlier. Call Coach Relations, and they will be gladly helping you on answering all the maybe misunderstanding or questions that you may have, help you 100%. Now, 3. If you really can't find an answer, or the answer is really kind of specific, for instance, what app do I use to work on my videos, or how to take a selfie, or something like that, or whatever the question is. If you really don't see those answers, I highly encourage that you Google it or YouTube it. If there is ever a question that I couldn't find anywhere else, it would be on YouTube, because not only that I will be able to see what people are doing and hear what people are doing, but it will actually lead me to other resources, how other people did it. And it doesn't take as much time because it's video, it's fun. So the number 4, if you didn't find an answer there, you've gone through the steps 1, 2, and 3, I recommend that you ask on your team page, whether it's Extreme Elite page or your coach's page. Be sure to post a question. We're here to help. We're here not to judge or anything. We're here to answer all the questions. And if you don't see the answer, somebody will come along and try to help you out with the question. And number 5 is the last resort, basically, is reach out to your coach. Let me kind of explain why it goes in such a way that reaching out to your coach is the last thing that you should really be doing. It's not because we don't love you. It's not because that we're not wanting to help you. There's a huge reason behind it. And that is to help you become independent as soon as possible. Help you learn on your own and apply your knowledge so that when you start growing your team, you are not running back to your coach asking a simple question. You actually learned it on your own. And you know what else that creates? That creates confidence in a brand new coach, because when they did their research themselves, they actually have something to share now with their team and their teammates. So I I believe that when we allow our coaches to do all the groundwork and grow their wings on the way down, it actually accelerates their success. And it's proven time and time again, not with only our team, but also with Beachbody in general. So the sooner we allow the new coaches become independent, the more successful they become. So this is why there is a step system like that. And you don't ask your coach immediately about a question, how to find, let's say, how to find my order or something like that. And let's face it, when your team grows to 500 people, 1,000 people, if all you do is answer all these questions all day long, you can't really run a business or help more people. So be resourceful and use this step system to grow the wings on the way down. Now, the last one is stay plugged in. Sometimes coaches get overwhelmed and go MIA. I really don't want that to happen to you guys, because I want you to know that we're here for you to help you and help you grow and create your own little team and grow from there. So how to stay plugged in so that you don't feel overwhelmed and you're actually on top of things that are going on. Reach out to your coach or your team when you really need help. There are times when we really are not sure, what we're doing wrong or why something not working, and we're doing it confidently and we're doing everything right. In these cases, I highly encourage that you do stay connected with your coach, because your coach has more experience and they will be able to recommend things or see things that you may not be able to see. So definitely stay connected with your coach. Reach out to them. Number two, of course, the way to stay plugged in is to log into your Coach Online Office for updates. Now, some of you have already seen the Coach Online Office and have gone through little tutorials. If you haven't, please do so. And the reason that I recommend going into your Coach Online Office for updates is because the corporate releases a couple times a week all the most important events. Sales, maybe podcasts or things that are happening, and on and on and on. So it's a great way to stay updated. And number three, get involved in training. How else would you learn how to do things the right way and avoid a lot of the mistakes that us who went before you, how to avoid them? So definitely get involved in the training. Talk to your coach how you can progress and how you can learn more. All right, so here are a few things that a lot of the times come up when brand new coaches basically, step outside in the world and say, hey, I'm here, I want to help you, and I'm here to change my life, right? So what points can we start with? What points can we lead with? A very common question is, when do I share, right? Well, my answer is now. Like right now, right after this call. The reason I say that is because if you wait for a perfect moment or when you know everything, you will miss out on an incredible opportunity and experience to grow and actually develop confidence and make your own little mistakes. And I've met and seen plenty of coaches who know everything, like literally all the ingredients of Shakeology. They know where to find such and such information about, oh my gosh, a workout. Or they know all the things that are happening, but they're really not doing anything with the business, because all they're doing is preparing and they're waiting for that perfect moment. I want you guys to kind of think about this. If we really prepare and not tell anybody about it and we're waiting for that perfect moment, when is it going to come? I highly encourage you to do something, take action, rather than wait for a perfect day, perfect hour, perfect month to start. It is never perfect. It's never going to be. So start sharing now. As is, done is better than nothing. Seriously, at least you will be consistently growing your business while you're learning. This business is so incredibly forgiving, seriously, because we can't really go out in the world and start performing surgery. So go defend a person as a lawyer or go teach kids, right? We have to have a degree. Well, in this business, we'll learn as we go, and it's so super forgiving that sharing now is like the best thing that you can do for your business. Now, be passionate. A lot of the times, it's a very emotional business, and the reason I say that is because weight loss and growing a business and connecting with people is not just products. It goes way beyond that. It goes to such an extent of making friendships and creating relationships and things like that. So if you really love something, I don't know if you've ever gone to a movie that you really liked, or maybe you have gone to a restaurant that you really like, would you really keep that a secret? No, of course not. I'll probably be shouting from the rooftops, hey, go to that coffee shop. It's incredible, right? So would you recommend what you like? For example, your favorite restaurant. Now, let me ask you, when you recommend something to somebody, do they need to know everything about the restaurant to have a great experience? They probably don't care what kind of napkins they have. They probably don't care what kind of chairs they have or how the menu is decorated. That stuff doesn't really matter, right? Or now they go have fun and then they just share the entire experience with you. So be passionate about overall coaching experience when you first starting, because people want to hear how it is in general, not how the 21 Day Fix Extreme leg workout went for you, right? Now, next one is, do you get offended if people don't go there? No, why would you, right? You just recommend it and they chose to go or not to go. The same thing here. So when we start talking to people, when we invite people to join our journey as a coach, maybe join our challenge group, and they are not really wanting to do that just yet, I want you guys to know that that no is not forever. That no is just not right now. And it has nothing to do with you as a person, because they're not telling you no. They're basically probably saying no because there's something going on in their life, number one. Number two, maybe they're just scared. It is so normal to be scared. We're scared of the unknown things. Maybe they just want to watch a little bit longer. Maybe they just want to learn about your new adventure. So don't get upset or offended when somebody just doesn't want to do it just yet. Now, does the waiter get offended if you don't want coffee or dessert that they're offering you? Of course not. So when we talk about coaching opportunity and how somebody can change your life and they're not ready for it, that's totally a-okay. So just be passionate. Share what you love about this business. It's how it has been changing life already. A really good question I've been asked over and over again is how to share, right? A lot of the times we hear, well, I drink that shake, or I did that workout, or I joined that business. So I honestly don't waste my time researching other things. And the reason I do that is I'd rather learn everything about what I'm passionate about and what I'm building my business in than knowing everything about other product and constantly comparing. People literally do not care how many grams of protein is in one shake versus another. What people care about is how it makes them feel. And that is the most amazing thing that you can give them, is your experience. So the best way that you can handle something like that, when somebody says, well, is this better than that? Or would I do better in this than that? And the best way to handle that is say, or at least what I say is, I don't know about, and then insert whatever they're asking. All I know is that I've lost 20 pounds with 21 Day Fix Extreme, and my eating habits and my entire family's eating habits are phenomenal now. We're like the happiest, healthiest family ever. I feel better than ever. I enjoy the support and motivation that I've never ever had before. I'm able to pay my family's mortgage now with my coaching income. Offer people a solution to their problem, right? We always listen to what people are needing. And if they're trying to compare apples to pears, that's okay. You know, we're not comparing that. All we're sharing is that what we know, passionate about, and that what we love. And when people hear your conviction, when you speak from your heart and not just trying to sell them something, they start listening. And all of a sudden, that other stuff that they were asking about really doesn't matter anymore. All right. So the first 30 days, what do I do, right? For the first 30 days, since I became a Beachbody coach. Well, let's focus on these things. If you do these 4 things, you guys, you will have a pretty solid start on your entire career in the coaching. So, of course, we talked about the 4 vital behaviors. And so personal fitness transformation and Shakeology is one of them. If you are consistently doing what you're supposed to be as a coach, which is leading by example, and I want to make sure that I remind everyone that it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not after grilled chicken and 6-pack abs every day. You know, it's not what we're after. We're simply after our own transformation, our own health differences between a year ago to now. And it doesn't matter if we have 6 packs or not. Really, nobody cares. All they care about is what has changed since you became a coach. And so showing them that your personal fitness transformation and Shakeology are adding a huge positive thing to your life is going to definitely make an impact on your community of friends or strangers who you're becoming friends with. 3 people to join you each month. I'm not saying invite 3 people. I'm saying who are actually joining you. So, of course, there are going to be people who are ready, who aren't. But if you have 3 people, only 3 people a month that are willing to give this a try, that are willing to see what the future holds for them, even through coaching, all you need is 3 people to start with. Personal development, of course, we've talked about personal development a lot already, and I will be talking about it a lot because I really truly think that if we don't do personal development, our business will always be stagnant. And of course, team calls, national wake-up calls weekly. The reason it is very important is because when we are plugged in and we're learning, even if it's just once a week to start with, we're actually learning bits and pieces, and we're going to be able to implement all these things in our own business, in our own life. So we must grow ourselves. So once again, personal development, you guys, I'm really going to be talking about it a lot. So the resources, like I said, you guys don't have to remember or learn everything today. You can learn as you go and develop as you go. But just so you know, I wanted to show you the top 3 resources that we have, not only on this team, but via company in general. So the first one is the Team Extreme Elite website. If you are not familiar with the website, you can find the information on our team page in the login info on the team page, and the password and everything else will be right there. Ask your coach if you can't find it. But this website is being created, and I'm actually in the middle of recreating it and adding a lot more information. It has everything from the challenge group scripts, how to run challenge groups, how to run your coach accountability groups, how to do invites, what personal development books I suggest you read, and on and on and on. So this is a great resource that had been created for you after hours, days, and months of research and sifting through the best information so that you have the training that is concise and to the point. Next one is top resources for Coach Online Office. Coach Online Office is this little toolbox that I just can't say enough good things about. You can learn so much from the Coach Online Office. If you never had this team, or me, or your coach, or never had a team website, if you guys only had this Coach Online Office, you could potentially be a top coach in this company. I mean, I'm serious when I say that, because this company has done such an amazing job creating the tools and resources for you to actually go and do it all on your own, right? Everything can be found in your Coach Online Office if you click on the News and Training tab. And then you can find the recordings from previous summit. Then you can find scripts of how to run challenge groups. You can find scripts how to run your own coach groups, and how to grow yourself, right? If you want to be a certain rank or a certain income or even a certain life point in your entire journey, this is the way to go. So highly encourage, check it out. Like I said, don't have to learn it all at once. Next one is, of course, in your Coach Online Office, the Coach FAQ. I've covered a little bit of it earlier on the call, but this is how it would look like. I took a screenshot of what mine looks like. Yours will look identical. So you can see that there's a Coach FAQ. You can type in the question right here. Type in the question and, of course, search, and it will come up with all kinds of popular answers. And right next to you, if the answer has somewhat information, about what you're asking, click on the FAQ right here, and it will give you even more information. So like I said, you may not get to the answer right off the bat, but at least you will learn a lot while you're digging for information. So this is amazing. I use it all the time, really. Okay, organization. It can be so overwhelming, and I was totally overwhelmed when I was a brand new coach, and I really didn't even have a coach. So I had to learn all that stuff on my own. I really didn't have a new coach webinar or a team call or anything. It was just me, little only me. And so I know how stressful it can be and overwhelming. So this slide, if you like organization or you want to keep things simple when you log into Facebook, this is one of just a few things that I wanted to cover right away. When we talk about file section on maybe a team page or in a training group, there's going to be a file section, and this file section is number 1 right here on the arrow. You see number 1. So if you click on the file in the group, you will see all kinds of uploads, scripts and whatnot. This goes to all our trainings and our team page. So always check out for information. If you're looking for something, check out the file as well. Now, how can you actually stay organized? I have so many groups right now that I'm running that it is really hard to get lost. And you will get to that, I mean, easy to get lost, right? So, and sometimes hard to keep organized. So what you can do actually, you can go to your left side of Facebook and click on little bolt right here, and it will tell you that you can actually get your groups or things that you are involved in currently and add them to the favorites. That way you don't have to search for things every time you log into Facebook, right? You can actually do that within group, which is number 2 right here, as you can see on the left side at the bottom of the slide. You can actually add it to your favorites. And so that way when you're ready, you can just go and check in with your groups, and there's no searching and stress involved. Now, if you are on your phone, you can click on, you see right here, number 4, up at the upper right-hand corner, and it says info. This is what you actually can do and get to the information or files when you are trying to find something off your phone. There are other options that you can use on Facebook, and as we go further into your coaching career, we'll learn more. You can actually create lists on Facebook, lists of your challengers, lists of your coaches, people who you're currently speaking with about either coaching opportunity or challenge groups. So you can create lists so you can customize your news feed. You know how a lot of the times when you're trying to get something done and there's all these pop-ups of people that you don't even know? Well, you can actually create lists for that. So you can like and comment on people's things that are only on that list. All right, so this has been the technical part of everything, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people overwhelmed, because I was for a while until things started to kind of click and make sense after I started to take action and practice. But let's get to the fun part. This is the part of like social media and talking to people and actually what this business is all about. All the technical part can be learned. You can always go back to the call again. So what you are seeing on the screen right here, it says welcome to my page. And there are like several different things that you're seeing. So when we are done with this call, you guys, I want you to go back to your social media platform. Most of the time it's probably either Facebook or Instagram that has this kind of format and setup. I want you guys to assess your page, right? Kind of give it a little, say, you go in and say, if it was not your page, what would you think of your page? So give it an audit. When I talk to somebody, I want to make sure that I know who I'm talking to. Although the puppies and cats and kids and all this other stuff can be fun to have because we're so proud of all these things, right? We're proud of the family. We're proud of our friends and whatnot. And sometimes we post group photos on our profile picture. But I can tell you one thing, that when you're started this business, it's not now anymore only about fun. It's actually about intention of growing this life by design. And when we look at Facebook, not only as a fun time, as a fun way to spend your few hours off from a job or whatever, your Facebook page will change. And so I want to ask you guys a question. If you were to talk to somebody and they were inviting you to a challenge group, and this little puppy, which by the way is my dog Coco, this little puppy popped up, would people be confused? Probably, because we want to make sure that people trust us, that they are going to create relationship with us as a coach customer or a coach and coach, and they want to start learning about us. What can I learn from Coco or her profile picture? Pretty much anything. Nothing, right? And what can I learn from the picture on the right? Pretty much anything. It shows me. It shows that I'm not just gloomy, I'm smiley. It doesn't have to be a professional picture at all, you guys. I don't care what kind of picture you have, as long as it shows you, it's a good angle, and there's not a bunch of people, so that when you send somebody a message, they're sitting here and trying to figure out which one is Anne, which one is Mary, because there's 5 girlfriends, right? And of course, they need to be professional. And professional, I mean that, you know, no drink in your hand or something like that, something that kind of helps you stand out and means business. It means that you're serious about what you do and what you believe in. So when you go tonight to your Facebook page, I want you guys to take a hard look at your profile picture. And if you need to take a different picture, take a different picture. Like I said, you don't have to spend money on a professional photographer. That can come later. This picture I took in my living room and cut it out, right? So next one, we all know that there's a banner on Facebook, right? We can upload pictures. A lot of the times what I see is when coaches get so excited about the deals and specials that are going on, a lot of the times what happens is they are actually posting this kind of stuff. For instance, T25 challenge pack, $180. Well, let's be honest here. This looks tacky. This looks not very professional, and this looks boring, because there's another 400,000 people who would do probably exact same thing. So would you pay attention to another ad that came from a corporate? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. This is just a stock photo, but we're not here to post a stock photo. We're here actually to share our story. As a new coach, as a veteran coach, we're here to share what we believe in and invite other people if they believe in what we believe. So on the right is actually my own, I used to have it, I don't believe I have it anymore, I have to look. This is actually my own cover photo. It shows what I'm about, it shows me, and it shows what I believe in. And it's not busy. I'm not selling anything. I'm not telling anything to anybody to buy or join or anything like that. I'm basically sharing me. And you see right here, it says click to learn about my story. I usually attach a little description to my cover photo, so that when people click, they actually can get to know me. You know, hey, if you stopped here, you know, by mistake, or you just came across my page accidentally, whatever, here's my story. And if they connect with me, they can follow me or request me as a friend. So these are just the fun ways how we can right away today dress up our page and make it look professional, not annoying, and people have to guess, you know, what's going on, or oh my gosh, she's selling challenge pack kind of thing, but actually share our personality. Now let me give you a little tip how I made these things. I actually went to pickmonkey.com. This program can be actually used for free, and it is www.pickmonkey.com. There is actually a size for your Facebook banner, so you can customize it and it looks professional. You can actually get your photos looking great. So I use this website all the time. It is not on mobile phones yet. There's no app for it, but you can use it on your laptop or on your desktop. So like I said, it's free. I pay a yearly fee just because I use a lot more features, and I use PickMonkey almost every day for team recognition, team calls, and so on and so forth. But it will be a long time before you even have to think about that. So sign up, use it for free, get your banner and your profile picture done. Now, before we like jump into any more learning or little details about things, here is just a quick slide about what to do and not to do as a new coach or a coach who's been at it for quite a while. Let me take a sip of water. So what to do and not to do. A lot of times we get so excited that we are a coach and we have all these awesome deals to share and this stuff works and we're just beyond ourselves. And we're just loving it. There's nothing wrong with that. Personally, I didn't have any guidance or coach to go to and ask for a recommendation. And so what I did is exactly what you're seeing on the left. I probably post that for the first 3 months, and I was wondering why people were not really interested in what I was doing. If you were to look at this picture, you probably will think, oh my gosh, she's trying to sell something. It is a stock photo. I don't know what the heck this is. There's no story behind it, and there are prices. So a lot of the times, I even sometimes see coaches who've been at it for a little longer. They will attach a link to buy, like 21 Day Fix Challenge app to buy, and they use corporate ad. You guys, it looks tacky, salesy, it's not personal, it's very generic, and thousands of other people will make that mistake, unfortunately. So let's make sure that we do not do this, because this just does not create your following, and it just does not create really anything positive. So, and let's not ever attach a link to how to buy things to any of our posts. It's just tacky. I probably wouldn't want to click on it anyway, because I want to learn about people. So let's look at Victoria here, right? Her before and after picture. So what can you gather from this picture? It's a person, right? She's a brunette, or she's a redhead actually, and you know that she did something. She did some kind of a workout, right? She did something. And so it says day 1 and day 60, and she shows progress. She's smiling, she's happy, she's real, a real person. So it shows healthy lifestyle, it shows personality, it's relatable, because Victoria at that point just had her second child. Now, if we are really talking to mummies or mummies to be or brand new moms, now, who has not struggled with getting back in shape after they had a baby? Probably like 90-some% of moms, right? And so she is relating to a certain niche, certain people who would find this very useful. She has a story attached to it, and she's a real person. So when she posted this thing, when she finished her PIO, 60-day PIO workout, she actually talked about how it was how it's changed her life, what she did, how it's changed her, and how it made her a better mom, and all the positive things that had happened. And she had proof that the product works. She had a story, and it's a real person. So I know that you guys will agree with me that this is much better option to what you're seeing on the left of the slide. Now, we would probably agree that we all want to stand out. Nobody wants to be average. We all want to be special. And this is something that I always talk to my new coaches about. Here are a few things to keep in mind when we really start working on social media, because most of us will be building this business on social media, or at least helping people. Let's keep it short and simple, right? When we first start out, we really first need to gain trust and interest from people. So let's not write out long, drawn-out things, and keep it short and simple. We need to start sharing our story and how Beachbody came to the rescue, right? For instance, maybe you couldn't lose the last 10 pounds after you had a baby. Or maybe, just maybe, since you became a coach, you are now able to pay for your monthly gas to go to and from work. Now, for somebody, this will be like, amazing. Why? Because a lot of people live from paycheck to paycheck. And if this Beachbody thing, this silly little Beachbody thing can buy you gas to get to and from work just for helping people, how amazing is that, right? Make your post bright, you guys, and eye-catching. A lot of the times I see dark and things that just won't catch your eye. Why? We know that a lot of users of social media actually look at stuff on their phone. whether it's a lunch break, whether on a trip, whatever. And so when we do the scrolling thing with our finger, if the posts look the same, dark, or they're not really standing out, we will scroll right through. Social media is a busy place, and so we want to make sure we stand out. So let's make our post bright, eye-catching. People want to see your face, right? People see you want to work out, and actually use SpeakMonkey for that. If you have a little extra time, you can do that. If you don't, in the New Coach Academy, in the training, or in our team page in the file section, we have a whole list of apps for your phones that will help you touch up the photos and maybe brighten up a little bit. So when you talk on social media, we pick 5 favorite things that we a lot of the times talk about, our interest, maybe what we believe in, and things like that. Of course, we engage with audience, because that's how we build the audience. That's how we start to bring ourselves to the market, if you will. Now, 20% business and 80% you. A lot of the times what I mean by 20% business is, let's say, my invitation, like a direct invitation to a sneak peek into coaching, a direct invitation to a challenge group, or whatever. Now, the other 80 is my lifestyle. And I can tell you guys one thing. My lifestyle, I always weave coaching or health and fitness into my lifestyle. I treat my page like a sneak peek into coaching. If I am, let's say, going somewhere and I don't have to request time off from a boss, I will be sure to say that, because, you know, I'm so excited that we are doing this thing, and I'm so thankful for coaching that now I don't have to ask my boss. It was not directed at anybody. It was just stating the fact that somehow coaching has been changing my life, and now I'm able to do these things. I'm still talking lifestyle. So there's more training on that, but when you start posting, do not make it about only coaching or only working out. Share your life. People want to know you. Would you follow you just by glancing at the 5 last posts that you've made? Is it interesting? Does it deliver value? And how people can benefit from going to your page every single day? What would you be attracted to? So I always, when I audit my own page, which is about several times a week, I look back and say, would I follow me? Would I choose me as a coach? Would I choose me as a teammate? So in this noisy world of social media that changes so fast, we all need to be willing to change and adapt. So whatever it is, you know, we can't be stuck on one thing. It's an ever-evolving business, and it is actually fun. You will enjoy it. So another one, which is really a biggie, is videos. I will never probably stop talking about videos, just like talking about the personal development. Videos, it's a king of social media. Why? So let's say you take a cute selfie of yourself, you post it on social media, and you talk about an awesome day with your family. Well, that's great. I'll have to grab a little water. That's great, but do people know how you sound? Do people know maybe where you're from? Can people see your mannerisms? Can people see you move? Can people actually get to know you more? Videos is an amazing way to show people in one post what you're all about. Let's say a lot of the times, you know, you can post what you're cooking, or a little tutorial, or even you working out, or it was something silly, or your time with your spouse when you are just, you know, posting a couple of words about something. Videos is a great way to not only for Facebook and Instagram to promote you when you gain that traction, but also for people to say, okay, well, I've seen 15 seconds of her. I really don't know if I like her. Or I've seen 15 seconds of him or her talking or working out. I think she's kind of cool. So she's kind of like me, you know, she's got 2 kids crawling all over her, and she's videoing this chaos, and she's still working out. I'm going to follow her. So video is a great way. And of course, posting 3 to 5 times a day. This is kind of non-negotiable. If you have to schedule this post, there is a way that you can do so on Facebook. But the 3 to 5 times a day is, of course, you know, working out, healthy lifestyle, and maybe something inspirational, your lifestyle, something quirky, something funny. So what would attract you again? And of course, always leading with the differences. When we are coaching, and when you are talking to people, they want to be left, when you're done talking with them, they want to be left with this question: oh my gosh, she is different from Sally down the street, who is also a coach, or she is just like the rest of them, right? There's really nothing that I can figure out about her that is different that would want me to go order a charge back from her or be on her team or whatever it is. So always lead with your differences, and it doesn't matter what they are. You know, you can be a best knitter in the world, you can knit the most amazing things, or you can be a traveler, or you can be all about makeup or dresses or workouts or cooking. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be a niche for you as well. So, and of course, as you can see, keep pumping, you guys. Pump that well. Do the work that is needed to be done in this business so that you can help as many people as you can. This is my favorite, or like one of my favorite. What is not favorite in this business? I love it all. What is your mini reality show? Have you guys ever thought why so many people are like addicted to their reality shows? Because they get to escape their own life and they get to see what everybody else is doing. So when you are on social media, when you create your own mini reality show, it's like people are having their own TV on Facebook. And it doesn't have to be drama. In fact, we're staying away from drama. We're staying away from all the negative stuff. A lot of people are drawn to us when we are positive and influential and we share the positive experiences, because there's so much negativity in this world as it is. So we want to be that lighthouse that lights up everything around them and helps people, right? Deliver them something so amazing and positive that they want to stay with. And so when I talk about the mini reality show, I'm not talking that you need to post, you know, just some random stuff or stock photos from Beachbody or a bag of something, a bag of Shakeology every single day. Share how your life is different. So let me cover this 3 photos real quick just to show you the difference between what's on the right of the slide and what's on the left. On the right of the slide, there's no reason to ask questions. It's Shakeology, it's a shake, right? If you have a flower for a profile picture, it's probably time to change it. Put your pretty face on there. If you are talking about P90X3, this is a really boring, ineffective way to share your passion for P90X3. Now let's look at the left. In the picture where Chris is scaring me out of the room, I am talking about I'm in love with what I do every single day, that I have to be dragged away from my desk because I just can't stop helping my team to grow. And so he's dragging me away to watch a movie. So what did I just cover in that one post with that cute little picture, right? I was talking about coaching. I was talking about loving my job, and I was talking about helping people. And I was also talking about watching a movie. So I was basically talking about my life by design, what I do, and how maybe somebody else would want to do this, because somebody might be hating their job sitting looking at my picture right now, and they would be curious what I am doing. So this is kind of a subliminal message that I'm sharing with people. Now, next one is I was visiting Victoria in Florida. We were on the beach and I took snapped a selfie. We were actually talking business. So of course, you know, I'm in Florida, it's the sun and the fun, you know, I didn't have to ask a boss for a day off or even a week off that I was gone. And we were talking business with my success partner and the teammate and the person who was killing in this business. So wouldn't somebody want that? Somebody may want to be on the beach, somebody may want to be in Alaska. It doesn't matter. The point is that I was able to show that I actually am living something that is possible for people who are ready to jump on board. Again, another subliminal message. And the last one is I had a birthday. You can see my desk at a job. I was at a government job, and this is my before life. I had a 9-to-5 and I couldn't take a day off on my birthday. And on the right, again, you see me in Florida traveling in the middle of January, really because I could hop on the plane and go and spend time with one of my coaches to help them grow their business. So which one would people choose? So I'm talking about how my life has changed since I became a coach, and how it continues to change. You know, we're just a baby team. We're only a year and a half year old, just now turned. And so there's so much ahead of us. So don't forget how valuable your reality show is. Now, one of our rockstar coaches, Ola Clarkson, I asked her if I could use this for an example. She said yes. So I'm super excited because I have a lot to share about this little story. Power of consistency. A lot of the times we jump into this whole thing and we say, okay, well, I posted one time about inviting people to a challenge group and nobody wants to join. Well, let me tell you guys, one post is not going to create a life by design. The power of consistency is absolutely mind-blowing. And the longer you do this, the more dedicated you are to your goal, to your why you actually are a coach, why are you wanting what you're wanting, how you want to change your family's life, how you want to change the future for your kids. That power of consistency is either going to make or break the business. So like I said, I'm going to use Ola here as an example. Back in November of 2015, she was just a baby coach talking about her fitness. But let's kind of look at the picture. By the way, the picture is amazing. It is bright. It is showing off that she's working on her body and, you know, all the good stuff. But look at what happened when Ola first became a coach. She got 3 likes. 3 likes, you guys. Nobody knew really or trusted her as a coach yet because they did not know what coaching is. And so people cautiously started to watch Ola. Well, look what happened. Oh, by the way, almost forgot. So she got 3 likes and there's no story. Only picture was posted. So there's no story behind the picture itself. And people love stories. We need to share stories. So let's fast forward 6 months into it, or 7 months, whatever it is. Not very long for a coach. In 2016, in May, Ola posted this picture right here. And it says, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. You guys, she got 55 plus likes on this thing. She had a story to share about the coaching opportunity and how it's changed her life completely and how she's an even different person now. It has personality and shows off her results. And of course, she's holding her Shakeology. How smart is that? So look that 7 months could do for your business. Consistently posting 3 to 5 times a day and talking to people behind the scenes, not just waiting for somebody to like your stuff, is gold. So stay patient, stay consistent, and like Ola, you will see amazing results. And she is just, I can't wait to see what happens next because she's really crushing it. Next one. This is fun because when we become a coach, we always want things fast, right? We want fast results. We want people to flock to us. That is me. I have 0 patience, like literally. I want everything yesterday. So when I became a coach, I really had to kind of dial down my want now attitude and learn to be patient, stay consistent, and know that if I pump that well with confidence, results will come. So let's look at the evolution of a coach, the steps that you will end up going through. Of course, we're right now on a stage that's called new coach, right? We're just a baby coach. We just joined. We're excited. So the next step for us is going to be an apprentice coach. What is an apprentice coach? What is that stage? That stage comes when you join our New Coach Academy. That means that you are apprenticing right along your coach. You're learning how to talk to people. You're learning how to present yourself, create your brand, and things like that. So you're apprenticing. Then when you graduate from the New Coach Academy and you move on to other trainings that we offer in this team, you are going to be confident enough leading your own challenge group. Of course, as an apprentice coach, you were a part of your coach's challenge group, so you can see how things done. Or maybe you came yourself from a challenge group. So you started as a challenger, so you know exactly what a challenge group is. And I want you guys to remember that you do not have to recreate a wheel. The reason I say that is because the resources that we talked about earlier on this call, they're all there. The scripts, the pictures, anything and everything that you can use. In our team, we believe in abundance. We believe that what we create is accessible to everybody. We want everyone to succeed because in the end, we all succeed if we work together. So when you're starting to lead your own challenge groups, you don't have to sit there and worry, you know, what if I don't do it right? use the scripts and things that have already been created for you, tweak them to your preference, and then add a little flair, you know, your personal flair to what you're trying to do, and start running your own. Then what happens is you are starting to grow your own team. And so you are leading this challenge group with your own little apprentices, your own little coaches that just joined, and you teaching them what you have learned when you first started. Next one. We just have probably 6 more slides. I'm going to go over them quickly. A lot of information, you guys. I appreciate you still being on the call and learning and listening. The Wheel of Fortune, this is what I call it. This little chart right here shows how everything starts. If you remember, we talked about if you only have 3 people who join you this month, it's a good start. You don't have to go and have 20. You don't have to go have 15. Just 3. Just 3 people who you can help, whether it's a new coach or a challenger. I call this a Wheel of Fortune. Why? Because Success Club, you guys will learn, is in the heart of this business. What is Success Club? Success Club is basically an amazing program that Beachbody has created to reward coaches for their for practicing their vital behaviors, for helping people. So when we help people set up with challenge packs, or when we help people set up with challenge packs to become a coach, we earn points. And these points are then added up. So once you help 3 people, you have 6 points, right? If they set up with a challenge pack. So these 6 points, they actually guarantee you this. It guarantees that you will never have to pay for your Shakeology again. So all of a sudden, all the expense of your favorite meal of the day is gone. So it's free, right? Just help people. Now, when you become stronger and you learn more and you start to bring coaches on board, you will start creating a team. What will you do then? Well, you duplicate the process. You teach them how to help people, just like what I'm doing now. And then you help them help 3 people. That's it. Just help people see that there is an opportunity that they can be healthy, happy, and enjoy life again. And what do you do then? You do it again. So again, if you help 3 people, you are in Success Club. And like we talked earlier, once you hit Success Club, you don't have to pay for Shakeology. And when you hit more Success Club points and you start growing your team, you actually will start earning income, not just Shakeology. Okay, what defines your future? We've been conditioned to think that normal is good. Well, normal is basically conforming to the standard or the common type. That I got that from a dictionary. And a lot of the times, if we are not considered normal by the terms of the society, like we maybe don't wear the same clothes, we don't really do what everybody else is doing, we kind of stand out, which actually we want. We tend to become black sheep. And what is black sheep? The outcasts of the family, society, because they choose to do other things and live up to their parents' and society standards, right? Well, a lot of the times it's go to school, graduate, have a family, buy a house. If you don't buy a house, this is weird. If you don't have a car, this is weird. How come you don't have a loan? You know, all these things that are dictated by society, what is normal. Well, 90% of normal people live normal lives. That means that people just don't stand out. They just kind of go about their way. They go put 8 hours a day or more for 35, 40 years at a job that they probably can't stand, and then don't have enough retirement to actually enjoy life. This is normal. Now, 10% are those black sheep who are living extraordinary life, who said, you know what, I'm not going to conform to the society and what they say. I'm not going to be just like everybody else. I'm not going to miss out on my kids' recitals and shove them into the daycare. I am going to be a black sheep, and I'm going to stay home, and I'm actually going to be a businesswoman or a man, and I am going to build a future by design. I can't tell you guys how incredibly rewarding it is to know that you can provide for your family and then they will never have to go hungry. I grew up in poverty, and to me, knowing that I am on the right track and have chosen a vehicle to provide for my kids means the world. So I don't care what everybody says. And I can tell you that people will challenge you because it is not a 9 to 5. And I want to be open and honest with you. This is the real life. So crabby environment. I don't know if you guys know there's a kind of crab that if you really put them in a bucket or in a net, if some crab will actually try to get out of the bucket, the other crabs will pull it down because it's not normal. They actually pull it down, and if the crab doesn't stop, they will try to chop off their limbs. Now, how weird is that? But this is the power of the herd. If we don't go with the herd, just like everybody else, oh, Friday night, let's go out. Or Saturday, I deserve a day off. Well, I can tell you one thing, that a lot of the people will want to challenge your future, will want to challenge your journey. Some will believe in you right off the bat, some may not. And it's not just because they don't like you or they think it's stupid what they're doing. They just probably don't want you to lead them because it's out of ordinary for them now, because all of a sudden you did all these things on a Saturday night with them, and now you have a team call to tend to. Now you have a future to tend to. And so a lot of the times it's basically a don't leave me attitude. It's silly. Stay where you're at with the rest of us, with the herd. The doubt, humiliation, teasing, guilt, sarcasm, ridicule, and things like that, it may happen, it may not happen. Everybody's story is different. I'm just saying that a lot of the times people will doubt what you're doing. That's when the power of why will kick in. Because a lot of people, when I first started, if you don't know my story, I started in a small town in Montana. We had under 2,000 people. That's when I decided to become a coach. I literally did not have any option. All I had is my Facebook. And because it was so unfamiliar, and because all of a sudden I was on the right track, and I was, I was trying to change my life, and I was doing what everybody else is used to do, it was different. People thought I kind of fell off my rocker, right? Well, I can tell you one thing, that the decision that I had made a year and a half ago to go full force with this thing and not listen to anybody, whether they thought I was crazy or they were teasing me that I'm taking selfies or work out all the time or I eat like a rabbit, I don't care. Why? Because I get to travel, I get to live a life by design, and this is just the beginning. This is really just the beginning. So when you start this journey, beware of the crabs while reaching for your dreams. It will happen. It's not the end of the world. So this is just a reminder. So what to expect and how to prep, right? Analysis paralysis. Like I was telling you, better be done than not. You post, maybe your first invite, things like that. Perfect does not exist. We must fail forward, period. None of the amazing stuff in this world had been created if that person did not fail forward. The Wright brothers, right? They didn't just go and fly around all of a sudden in the plane. People thought they were nuts. And when they were so excited about flying in the air for 10 seconds, other people would say, oh, seriously? Only 10 seconds in the sky? Oh my gosh, right? And so when we fail forward, oh geez, I think they're doing some construction right next to my window. I'm sorry, you guys, about all the noise. And so when we are really doing something, we are bound to fail forward, but don't let that paralyze you. There's really no elevator to success. You must take the stairs. You must take the steps. And so what you see here in the black, doubt, fear, no's, people quitting, life happens, goals miss, all that stuff is going to happen. Just be ready that it's okay. We all go through it, whether you're a brand new coach or a top coach in the company. The difference is that they did not quit. What we do, though, is we keep it simple. We take action. We stay with our team, and we are connected to our why. We stay accountable, and we grow ourselves. Let's see here. All right. Unknown is always scary. just like with those crabs, the people in your life who are scared and freaked out that you will leave them one day because all of a sudden you go on these trips and all of a sudden you may be able to do different things and you find new friends who are on the same page as you. Unknown is scary. And a lot of the times we may not even have support from our spouses or family members or even friends. It did happen before. So when you guys start this journey or you're taking the first step in this journey, I highly encourage that you talk to your spouse, significant other. Oh man, it's loud. I'm sorry. Talk to your spouse, your significant other, and maybe even your friends and say, hey, this is really important to me. I truly believe in this thing. And I want to make sure that if you can't support me, please don't bring me down. And I would love to show you, give me 30 days, give me 60 days. A lot of the times the spouses go, well, you know, you're always on the Facebook or whatever. And so, oh, hang on just a second. Oh man, he's just not stopping to do stuff by my window. Anyway, I think he's gone. Anyway, so talk to your spouse and make sure that they do know and understand that it's important to you, and set even a deadline. You know, give me 6 months or give me 3 months and let me prove it to you that this thing is not silly. And of course, plug into your team. All the unknown stuff, the friendships that we develop and have, these are valuable. And of course, friends and new friends, right? We will create a lot of friendships, you guys. My life is completely different. My surroundings is completely different from when it was before. So don't be afraid of a change. You will see the change. And of course, find a mentor, somebody who you look up to. Mine, for example, is Chalene Johnson, Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki. All these people I use their books and their podcasts and things like that to learn from them, because they've been in this business for a long time and I can always learn something. Number 5, success partner. You know, the success partner is somebody who is in this with you and they understand. Find somebody on the team that, or even somebody, maybe a friend who truly believes in you, who will keep you accountable, who will give you tough love, constructive criticism, motivation, ideas. Because although we can't be doing this business by ourselves, but why? Right? Why do go the tough route when we really can have a person who gets it? If you choose a success partner on the team, doesn't mean that you have to stay with them forever. Everybody goes through changes, and maybe your goals align now, but the goals won't align 3 months from now. So think about who would you want to connect with and actually create, create that bond so that you guys can help each other. Now, let's see here. Okay, 2 more slides. You are a CEO of your own company. However weird and wild that can sound, this is true. So when we signed up to do this business, how do we sign up? There's 2 ways, right? We could just sign up, or we can sign up and become the part of the product right away. So how do you treat your business? So I call this the curse of Beachbody. The little minions here. So which one are you? When we sign up, become a coach, which road do we choose? The fork in the road. Do we treat this business like a $39.95 business? And we kind of, sort of, whatever. And I want to warn you guys, not everybody wants to make a 6-figure income with this business. Not everybody wants to make enough money to pay for their psychology. Not everybody wants to be $1 million earner. Everybody's different. It all depends. But if you are in this business to create a life by design for yourself and your own family, and actually apply your passion of helping people to something so productive and amazing, and use Beachbody as your vehicle to get there, the attitude of a $39.95 business, a cost of a brand new pair of shoes, is not going to suffice. Now, if you treat this business like it's $1 million business, it will pay back. Your business will not only grow, but you will grow and your life will drastically change. If you kind of, sort of do things when you feel like, but you don't have a scheduled time to work Beachbody, if you're super busy, if you really don't do the things that you're supposed to be doing and stuff like that, I think it's kind of fair to say that none of the coaches will actually be a successful coach unless they do things that are required for them. So the way I look at it, deciding whether we're going to treat this as a business and an opportunity to change our life or just kind of play with it, it's up to a coach. Share, not sell. Again, we already talked about it. Share your life, of course, in a non-invasive way, just your happy moments and things like that. You know, how it's changed your life. You know, we moved from Montana to Vegas. I was able to donate all the proceeds from my book from now on to animal shelters and things like that. My mom now lives with us. You know, we've gone on trips with Beachbody for free, and I came from debt, divorce, and all kinds of stuff, right? So do not allow that to define your future. Use these stories and apply them to people's stories, because somebody is always going to benefit from even a kind word that you tell somebody. And the last slide, you guys, I really kept you for a while, but the very last slide, I actually used the slide in a Super Saturday speech that I did, the training for coaches, just a few months ago. This slide was basically the closing. And this slide says secret to success, right? And secret to success is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I truly believe that if you really follow this, you will succeed. If you do that consistently, you will succeed. Why? Because I hate being sold. I love honesty. I'm pretty forward person, and I want to treat other people the same way. And I know people will appreciate, because when I really don't want to be somebody selling me stuff, or, you know, not being quite open with me, or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't want that done to me. So I don't do that to anybody else. And of course, treating everybody equal. We can never prejudge in this business who is going to do incredibly well and who is just dabbling. You can never prejudge not one person, not one. And the reason being is because you never know what the circumstances are in their situation. So if you truly, truly do unto others as you would have them do unto you, you will succeed. So this is it pretty much what I have for you guys today. So I'm going to stop broadcasting right now. I am not sure if you do have any questions. I'm not seeing a live chat right now, but if you do, I'm going to give it just a second. So if you do have questions, can you please Facebook them to me? So I'm going to give it just a second. And if I don't see anything, then I'm just going to stop broadcasting. But if you guys have something that you wanted me to share, then go ahead and do that. Oh, nothing so far. Okay, so I guess if you guys have any more questions, what I would suggest you can do is I will post a recording link on the team page, and just post the questions below, or reach out to your coach and ask them. And again, this is not for you to learn in one day. This is basically your webinar manual, just the points of this business. There's a lot to learn, and I appreciate you guys being on this call. I appreciate you listening, learning, and hopefully you took notes. And again, let's make it a great way to change your life and create something amazing and help as many people as we can. So I love you guys. Thanks again. Have a wonderful night.